Magandang araw mga kabayan. Ito po muli si Engineer Alejandro, isang OFW, ang inyong stock tambay. Muli handang magbahagi ng kwentong kalakal at kuro-kuro mula sa Philippine Stock Exchange. Kung bago ka pa lamang sa aking channel, huwag kalimutan mag-like, subscribe, share, at pindutin ang notification bell para updated ka sa bagong videos na aking i-upload. And we're here again for the OFW Average Trader PSE Weekly Performance Review. We're very happy to be here again to share the latest happening in the Philippine Stock Exchange. But before diving in, I would like to send our heartfelt gratitude to the regular viewers of this channel. We thank you for continuously supporting us. In return, we will do our very best to give and share with you the most relevant information and signals to properly interpret the market using the chart or technical analysis. So let's get started with the PSE index. The market opened at 5,996 but negative sentiment extended on this week as the price went down and closed lower at 5,933. That gave us a red bearish candle on a Monday. On Tuesday, the market opened at 5,934 and managed to go a bit higher by closing at 5,953. That gave us a green neutral candle. Then on Wednesday, the market opened higher at 5,961 and tried to push higher but ended closing at 5,963. That gave us a green least bullish candle. And finally, on Thursday, the market opened at 5,961 but due to the upcoming holiday and long weekend, the price closed lower at 5,929. That gave us a red or bearish candle. Overall, the market bearish sentiment continued as it ranged to 5,996 as the highest and 5,929 as the lowest closing price for the entire week. As the market hounded by pessimism for quite some time now, its position is currently holding above the 5,900 level. If it managed to hold its current position before end of the year, this will be followed by consolidation phase within the first quarter of next year. Now let us proceed to our individual stocks where the first on the line is Ayala Land. In spite of the company's continued share buyback and declaration of cash dividend for its common share to this week, Ayala Land stock continued to further go lower beyond 21 level. The price went beyond its 6-month low and further down just a step away from pandemic low at 19.45 level. The drop is apparently conquered by moving averages and MACD negative trajectory. With the continuing negative sentiment, we will just keep on monitoring this stock until it reaches bottom and start to move sideways. Now moving forward to our next stock where we have BDO. In spite of a better financial quarterly performance getting a 63 billion net income, as mentioned in its news report this week, BDO stock has not been able to do away with pessimism as the price continued to move lower at the opening of this week, with a slight bounce only to come up negative once more while approaching the long weekend. Meantime, we should stay at the sideline while keeping an eye on this stock on the coming weeks until it finally confirms its shift of sentiment. And now let us proceed to our next stock where we have Converge. Without follow-through positive news report from last week, the company's price continued to move on a sideways direction, while moving average and MACD appears to continue its trajectory going to positive formation. We will further continue our evaluation on this stock and set a plan when or at what price will be the ideal entry for this position. Now jumping to the next one where we have Jollibee. Another week without any significant news report, the stock appeared to continue its pause and move sideways. Moreover, the attempt on shift of 14, 21, and 35 moving average trajectory has become a challenge as it shows inconclusive signals while it hovers from it both up and down level. If this level be sustained, this will confirm its consolidation phase while establishing a higher low formation before it continues its upward move in the coming weeks. We will continue monitoring this stock until we finally confirm a shift in sentiment. Now jumping back to our banking sector where we have Metrobank. Still in the absence of any positive news report up to this week, the price appeared to be struggling to stay above its moving averages, but still managed to hold its ground above the new support level at 68. As previously mentioned, the slight pullback but staying above the current support area manifests as additional indication of the normal consolidation phase it continuously undergoing. The formation of the moving averages and MACDs will provide a signal whether it has started to shift trajectory into positive direction. Now going to our next stock where we have JGS. Though the stock has continued its movement even without any significant news report up until this week, JG Summit Holdings continued to confirm its upward movement with this week's performance where it successfully reached the previous resistance level and managed to stay above it. This movement was supported by the confluence of moving averages and MACD continuously projecting on a positive trajectory. Let us keep an eye on its bounce as it attempts to challenge the resistance at 25.8 in the succeeding weeks. Now going back to our property sector where we have SMPH. Even with a single buyback executed as per news report this week, the stock appears to continue to break past its moving averages and push back the price down to the current support level at 22.4. Should this movement be supported by consistent buyback programs in the coming weeks, this will indicate that formation of the moving averages and MACD positive trajectory will most likely provide us with the confirmation of this stock entering the next phase of trend. Another property sector, let us move to MegaWorld. The consistent share buyback program of the company executed this week appears to be a mitigation to the significant price drop that transpired 2 weeks ago. This move evidently shows to be solid as it successfully pushed the price back to 1.99 support level temporarily. However, the next move remains to be seen. This can only be confirmed on the coming weeks if this will become a strong support and start moving sideways. We just have to keep monitoring its next move next week. Last but not the least, let us move forward to our focus on stock where we have Ayala Corporation. Continuing in the absence of follow-through positive news report this week, Ayala Corporation stock, after entering its historical low pandemic range, has slightly bounced a bit for 3 consecutive days prior to long weekend holiday. The slight bounce probably caused by last week's significant drop attracts short-term investors to ride the bounce for a quick profit. However, the slight bounce is apparently inconclusive as the market sentiment hasn't improved along with the speculation of another interest rate cut this month, plus the continuing government corruption issue and the long weekend due to holiday. As the price keeps falling and breaking historical lows, a chance of getting the attention of institutional and long-term investors remains a valid factor that might come into their qualification. As the price gets cheaper, which becomes proportionate to a higher future return, as the drop nears 25% overall from last month's highest closing price. Once again, we will have to keep monitoring the stock's historical support during pandemic that ranges from 350 to 450 level. And that is all we have for this week. In case there is a stock you want us to discuss on our review next week, you may send a message or comment in this channel with a domain name OFW Average Trader. You may also choose to reach out by sending me an email at engineeralejandromagno@gmail.com. Or you can also send a message in my Twitter account or send a direct message in my Facebook page named Engineer Alejandro Magno. Take the opportunity while it is offered free. There is no secret to success. We just have to keep going and work harder. We will only lose a battle the moment we stop trying and believing. Before we finally end this video, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and share this channel to your friends, family, colleague, and fellow OFWs currently looking for a passive income. This might help to share the gift and opportunity to be financially literate. It might also help them secure their future and save their hard-earned money from price inflation. I hope you learned a lot from this video. Thank you for keep supporting this channel. Have a nice day and see you all on my next video. Ciao!